The ESPN Week 13 power rankings are out, and no surprise, Carolina, because of their undefeated status, is number one. But let's get into some of the other big stories, and there's been some interesting switches. For example, the Houston Texans now are ranked 11th, and now, even though that technically is a tie with Indianapolis, they have taken a big lead over Indianapolis because the Colts, despite ranking 10th last week and despite beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, have dropped to 14. What's interesting about that is that the Texans are sitting there right above the New York Jets and right in a pretty good spot. There's a lot of people apparently among the voters who are believing in the coaching of Bill O'Brien, what's happening with Brian Hoyer, and there's no doubt that defense has been great. But what's interesting, you can see there's a rise in the AFC South. We talked a little bit about that last week. There's also a continued drop in the NFC East. And that's interesting too, because the Washington Redskins now are the top team in the NFC East with their victory over the New York Giants. They rank 13th, and then the Giants drop all the way down to number 18. Technically, you can see the New York Giants and all the teams in the NFC East have now become the worst division in the league. What's happened with them is at 9-19 in non-division games, where you look at the AFC South, they have been with 8 wins in November. They're sitting there with 12 wins. So you can see not a lot of love for the NFC East, but a lot of love for the Houston Texans.